Thanks for watching our daily 4 News Now coronavirus report. I'm Robin Nance. President Donald Trump says more financial help for small businesses is close. The president is hopeful that a deal on the next phase of relief could come as soon as today. This weekend, total confirmed coronavirus cases surpassed 700,000 people in America. And growing frustration over the stay-home orders. Hundreds taking to the steps of the state's capitals in Idaho and Washington to call for restrictions to be lifted. State leaders, including Washington Governor Jay Inslee, warn against rushing the reopening. That's because top health officials believe COVID-19 cases could surge again if social distancing is reversed too soon.
It is dangerous because it can inspire people to ignore things that actually can save their lives.
Staying home and staying safe seems to be helping in our community. You can see cases have consistently been dropping over the last several days in Spokane County. This is data reported by our regional health district. A total of 307 people have now confirmed cases of coronavirus in Spokane County, but the virus hasn't killed anyone here since last Tuesday. Before that, it claimed the lives of 17 people. And in Idaho, there are nearly 1,700 confirmed cases of COVID-19. The state is still well behind on testing, so those numbers don't really tell the whole story. 45 people have died statewide. In Kootenai County, there are 51 confirmed cases, no reported deaths. Governor Inslee is basing his decisions to keep people home in part on this research model from the University of Washington. It shows us the measures in place may be lifted in Washington by the week of May 18th. For Idaho, might be closer to May 4th. That depends on social distancing until then and more widely available testing. But early to mid-May isn't soon enough for some people. Hundreds ignoring the stay-at-home order to gather outside the state capitals in Washington and Idaho to show their opposition to the restrictions. A much smaller turnout here in Spokane, but these people had the same message. They believe the stay-home order and the designation of what's essential and what's not essential businesses is unconstitutional. Like so many across the country, bartender Brian Faria is out of a job at the moment. He wants to get back to work as soon as possible. Medical experts say, though, the best way to do that is by staying apart, but he isn't buying it.
You may contract anything. You could contract the flu from me. You can contract malaria from me. You can contract smallpox from me. You can't guarantee that any of us are vaccinated.
The stay-home order is in place until at least May 4th in Washington. In Idaho until May 1st, but those, as we've told you, could both be extended. New unemployment provisions are now in effect for those who previously did not qualify. The expanded benefits from the CARES Act help independent contractors and gig workers get money that they are losing due to the governor's stay-home order. But for some, just applying for unemployment seems like a full day of work. The department released a statement regarding the launch of the expanded benefits, saying due to this demand, the sign-up and online application systems are experiencing performance issues. Since the beginning of the crisis, we have averaged 1.2 million page views on our site. Right now, we are seeing up to 500,000 per hour. Because of the high demand for benefits, ESD has set up scheduled webinars. They'll walk you through the account process and how to submit a claim. But they do want to emphasize you will not be able to ask questions during those sessions. One of the top stories this morning, the White House and congressional Democrats are nearing agreement on a $450 billion relief package to replenish an emergency fund for small businesses and expand testing. If approved, the additional $300 billion in funding would go to those small business loans. $75 billion would be set aside for hospitals, and billions more would go toward disaster loans and COVID-19 testing.
We're continuing to negotiate with the Democrats to get our great workers and small businesses all over the country taken care of. I think we're getting close to a deal. Could happen.
Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin says he is hopeful the deal will pass quickly and wants to get the Small Business Administration program back up sometime this week. New research shows the U.S. needs to triple coronavirus testing in order to safely open the economy. Researchers at Harvard's Global Health Institute say the goal should be at least 500,000 tests a day. Right now, that number is closer to 150,000. Now to an update for Spokane parents. The school district sent out new details about virtual learning and other resources to keep kids engaged through the end of the school year. Your kids can learn from home by watching TV. KSPS is broadcasting TV lessons for all grades from April 27th through June 12th. Teachers are also hosting weekly live sessions online that students are asked to watch if they can. And the district is recommending you structure study hours at home based on your child's grade. For example, if your child is in elementary school, they should be spending at least 45 minutes studying a day. Each teacher will let their students know how to submit work for feedback. Also starting today, the district is expanding its mobile meal services. You will now be able to pick up a free grab-and-go lunch or breakfast in 4 more areas around the city. Look for these at Linwood, Balboa, Roosevelt, and Logan Elementary schools. You also still have the option to pick up those meals at one of these 24 sites around the city. Your child does not need to be with you now to get the food. You can find the addresses for these schools on KXLY.com right now. Thanks so much for watching another 4 News Now daily debrief on coronavirus. You can catch these quick updates on Facebook and KXLY.com every weekday about this time. Get outside, enjoy that sunshine today. We'll see you later.